What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new Transformers Age of Prime's Aerialbot Air Raid. And this figure is a really cool deluxe class they have released, and I feel like Age of Primes has started off strong with the Aerialbots and our new combiner being Superion. I'm really excited for the rest of these figures as they do combine into Superion. By the end of this year we'll probably have all of them, if not half of them, to complete them. But overall, I am so excited to showcase this video and these characters in this video. But overall, in this video we're going to be going over this figure per tradition of also every other video, and then we're going to be taking a look at transformation details and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get started with the packaging. The packaging for Air Raid looks very lovely. We get the figure inside the box. We get some nice artwork of this jet form and his robot form. Spinning our attention to the side, we get the picture of Superion, which looks very lovely. 1 out of 5 to collect to combine into Superion. Here we have Air Raid. He transforms in 17 steps from robot to jet form. Looks very lovely. We get some nice product touch and some artwork on the box. And right here we get a showcase of some of the 13 primes. I believe this is Onyx Prime, I believe this is Alchemist, and I think this is Quintus Prime. Not so sure, correct me if I'm wrong. But we have that Aerialbot Air Raid, and then right here we have the words. And if you want to scan the barcode right here, go ahead and do so if you want to see if there's any perks online. But overall, yeah, here's the figure in the packaging. And here we have Air Raid in his Robo mode. And his Robo mode looks very nice. It looks very accurate to how he does appear in the G1 show. As we can see, he looks very lovely. I really do love the red and white paint we do get and the black throughout. It looks very lovely. The sculpt work looks very accurate. I do like all the tiny little details. I feel like Hasbro hasn't ever overdone it, and I feel like they've done a really nice job on this. If we take a look at the head sculpt, I do like that we do get a silver at the top and a normal neutral color of the face with the eyes being blue. It looks very lovely. The Autobot insignia looks very lovely painted right there. Moving along toward the legs and the waist, it looks very lovely. I do like all the little details we do get. Unfortunately, there's these little gaps, but that's not really a problem as I do pose figures more of the frontward side where you can see. And overall, I really do like how all of this does look. This does look kind of sloppy-ish, but it's not really much of a problem. I really do like how this figure articulates as well. This figure has a lot of articulation, and the backpack as well doesn't disturb it as much. It looks really nice. In fact, it looks kind of like a jetpack since it also is a jet form, so it looks really nice. And I think you could attach some accessories on the 5mm ports if you wanted to, and you could create like some sort of jetpack with other Transformer accessories as well. But overall, yeah, this looks very lovely. As far as his articulation, he does have a ball joint in his head, so he can look up, down, barely tilt side to side, and could do a full 360 if you wanted to. He does have a neck joint, but mostly due to transformation, and honestly I don't really see myself using it in transformation, so let's just say he has a neck joint overall. He does have a hinge joint at the arm, so he could do it up and down, and he does have a 360 swivel at the arm as well. He does have 360 range at the bicep. He has 90-degree bend at the elbow, and unfortunately no wrist rotation, but he does have this kind of wrist rotation mostly due to transformation. He does have waist rotation, which is very lovely. His leg rotation, he could kick up to the side, go back to that far, up to that far, and he could do 90-degree bend at the knee. He also does have a foot rotation or ankle rotation. So overall, this figure has all the basic articulation that a normal G1 figure must have in 2025. So overall, he has all the main articulations. As far as comparisons go, here is how he scales next to Slingshot, and as I've seen in my Slingshot video, they are around the same size. In fact, Air Raid is slightly taller due to the nose cone, but other than that, they are around the same size. Here we have Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Ratchet, and here we have Jazz, which is also getting a package refresh this year, which will get his own studio series in 2026, hopefully. Legacy Alita 1, which I believe this would be accurate because Alita was on Cybertron in the G1 show, and so were the Aerialbots, so I think this might be accurate to how they all appear in the show. And finally, Optimus Prime. Here is how Air Raid scales next to Soundwave, and finally, Dirge. The transformation for Air Raid is very simple, so sit back, relax, and follow along. there we have Air Raid fully transformed into that awesome fighter jet mode. And I really do like this fighter jet because it does resemble one of like an F-121 or like the one from the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen where Starscream turned into one. It looks kind of like those and I really do like it. It gives off these military vibes. It looks pretty cool. I really do like this little gimmick that it has where you could open the chest hatch and it becomes the front wheel. It looks very lovely, stands very nice, and the details on it look very accurate to how he does appear in the G1 show. The Autobot logo, the white stripe, and overall it just looks really cool, and I really do like the silver paint we do get. Now this figure is going to combine into Superion. I believe you have to transform him into this mode, something with Slingshot, and then separate him or something like that. But overall, yeah, this figure looks really lovely, as we can see. Looks very lovely. On the back, compresses very nicely. Right here it does look kind of chunky, but also the wheels are right there, so it doesn't really matter that much. But overall, yeah, the figure looks really cool in his jet form. For a quick comparison, here's how Air Raid and Slingshot scale next to each other. As we can see, like from our previous review, the Slingshot is a little bit wider in the wingspan, but overall they are around the same size in robot form and vehicle form, so basically the same size. If you have one of these, you could expect it from the other one, except this one is a little bit more round, or vice versa. This is skinnier, so yeah, that's how they scale. Now, as far as this guy scales with another fighter jet, here I bring in Starscream, and Starscream is in fact very much bigger than Air Raid, which is surprising, but obviously, as we know, in the G1 show there is a lot of mass morphing, so the vehicle modes aren't going to really scale exact, but the robot modes will. But overall, yeah, if you have Starscream and you want to get Air Raid, this is how they scale with one another. So some final thoughts for the Transformers Age of Primes Air Raid figure. Personally, this figure is amazing. This figure was done perfectly. It perfectly captures how he does appear in the G1 series, and the toy looks wonderful. So I got this figure for roughly around $15 because I got it on a sale, and honestly, for $15 it was worth it. $25 is also worth it because $25 is the retail price that you guys could get it at any store. But overall, I feel like this figure is one of the best figures Hasbro has done for the aerial bots. Personally, I like to prefer this one over Slingshot due to the articulation he has. I really do like this guy. The paintwork is amazing. I really do like it. All the gunmetal we get for the vehicle mode looks wonderful. I really do love how he scales and gets me really excited for Silver Bolt and the rest of the Age of Primes figures that will be released. Now that about wraps up my review. Tell me what you thought of the figure. Do you have the figure? Are you going to pick him up or are you going to pass? Tell me in the comment section down below. And in the words of Optimus Prime,
transform and roll out!